In this video, I'm going to be diving into the top reasons why your home is not selling in Arkansas. And most importantly, how to turn your stale listing into a sold listing. So stick around. If your home did not sell the first time around, stick around for these tips on how to get your listing sold the second time around. Let's jump right into it. What's going on, guys? It's Cody with eXp Realty, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over topics that sellers are actually talking about. Why their listing is not getting sold the first time around. Guys, I take expires, I take withdrawn properties, I take them like literally at least every month. So you guys can see it on the vlogs, and I've come across these consistent issues on why people's home is not getting sold the first time around. So I'm going to be sharing those interests with you. I'm going to be sharing those common issues that homeowners do have whenever they're about to list their home, or whenever they listed their home and couldn't get it sold the first time around, so that you don't make this mistake. Guys, these are common first time seller mistakes, common seller mistakes in general that you need to avoid. And in this video, I'm going to be going over those mistakes with you. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow all my social medias, my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I post daily vlogs of me trying to hit 100K a year and become the first success story in my family. You guys are loving it. Be sure to show some love if you're new here on the channel. And also, if you want to actually sell your home properly and get a actually hardworking, consistent agent, be sure to contact me down in the description below if you're looking to buy or sell it across the Arkansas or Little Rock, Bend, and Bryan market. And also, guys, I am in my muscle shirt today. Today is Saturday. It's raining all day, so why not make a video of what sellers are just doing, these common mistakes, and why not do it in a chill way? You know what I'm saying? Like, today we're just rocking the white muscle shirt. But other than that, guys, let's jump right into the video. So first of all, before we even get into the topics, let's go ahead and get the most obvious out the way that we will discuss later on in this video. It's obviously the market. Guys, I took some expired listings literally last month, and we're literally on the market as we speak right now. And obviously around the holidays, it will be a slow market. I mean, who doesn't know that? If you're a first-time seller and you don't know when hot markets are, they're usually between the springtime and summertime and close to the autumn time. But past autumn is when this market slowly, comes down. People are, settling down. People are getting ready for the holidays, getting ready to visit their families, buy all these gifts for Christmas and all that stuff. So right now it's the time that people really settle down. And the listings I get when it comes to these slow markets are people who are not eager to sell but want to see what they can get, or people who are eager to sell, or people who are just wanting to just get rid of listings. So that's the type of people I'm coming across nowadays, is people who are not eager to sell but just still want to get rid of their property. So yeah, I wanted to get it out the way because we're going to be talking more about the market and when you should really put your home on the market to really get the results you want. Now that we got that out the way, let's start with number one. It's pricing it too high. Is your listing too high? Guys, like I mentioned in my previous video on why your home could not sell, is because a lot of these sellers have really high egos, thinking their home is worth this much. I've seen homeowners who are wanting to list their property way far above average marketing prices. Like literally, I had this one potential client who, I unfortunately had to drop because she wanted to be way above listing price. Her home value was worth over $200,000, but wanted to only get, $300,000, which is $100,000 over asking price, over market value. But I completely understand her situation. She had some liens that she wanted to pay off, but I just knew the home wasn't sellable. Even though I tried to talk her into, really bringing her down to earth that the property may not sell for that much. But, she has to get it sold for that much. And, she wasn't in a rush to sell it, but I just knew from the back of my head that this property is not going to sell if she doesn't come back to reality. And that's exactly what I mean by, pricing your home at a right price, at an attractive price. And we will get into later on to this video on how I'm going to be sharing some tactics on what I do with my clients to bring them to an attractive price and get the property sold the second time around. So yeah, that's not too much to talk about this topic. When you're overpriced. The market will tell you if you're overpriced. Literally, guys, it's no better, there's no amount of good marketing, there's no amount of good Facebook, Instagram posting, there's no amount of anything if your home is on the market overly priced. Literally, guys, the market will tell you if you're overpriced. The market, the numbers do not lie, guys. If you see that 60 days on market Obviously, what's your biggest issue? You're overpriced. Guys, these are proven. You literally see the statistics right in front of you, guys. So that's number one. You may be overpriced. If you really want this listing sold, we're gonna have to do something with the price. Number two, let's talk about, does it show well? Has it gotten good showings? Does it look good? Guys, I'm not going to be diving too much into this topic because I explained a lot of it in my previous video, but I'm not going to be talking about, the aspect of, does it, the pictures look good? Does the photos look good? Does the videos look good? We're going to be talking about, does it look good? Does the property look complete? Does it look cleaned out? Make the house look clean. When buyers come through, they want to imagine themselves living here. Guys, I've been into dirty listings with my buyers, and I'm like, bro, who sellers let them sell the house like this? There's no way that I'm not gonna negotiate with my sellers that, hey, I'm gonna be selling this property like this, not if it's not an as-is property and they have to leave it how it is right now and they can't do much about it. That's the only exception, but this topic doesn't have too much to say about it. Make sure the property looks clean. Does the property look presentable? Does it look sellable? Does it look livable? Literally, if it's not an investment listing, if it's not some type of excuse to get the property sold as is, why not put that extra effort into selling the property? Guys, your image matters. Not only does your online image matters with great photos and videos, but your in-person image matters. Your whole image matters. Guys, you have to understand that people need to imagine themselves living in these homes. And I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but you need to take care of the property. You need to make it look good. I really encourage people to not sell it as is. Please put the time and effort into cleaning your property, making it look good, and making it sellable. Number three that a lot of agents really lack, is it getting enough exposure? This is not only a seller aspect, but this is also an agent aspect. This is what I specialize in. I specialize in getting my listings the most exposures possible. I do what other agents are going far beyond of what an average agent would do. And I'm going to explain that in a second. But let's talk about getting enough exposure. So besides a normal for sale sign, literally a for sale sign, my new for sale signs, I just came in yesterday. So besides for sale signs, and besides putting the home on Zillow, what else is your agent doing? Is your agent actually, prospecting people around the listings? Are they actually, making flyers? Are they hosting open houses? Are they getting the proper feedback from other people to report back to the seller that, hey, it's overpriced, people are not liking this, people are not liking that sort of stuff. Some agents, I'm not trying to call out any agents, I'm not trying to, talk down on any agents, but some agents do the bare minimum, which can be okay in some sort. Doing the bare minimum, you still can get the property sold like that. But if the property is going to need more exposure, the average agent needs to do that, and the average agents are not doing it. Which has come to me long. I go as far as calling people around the area, around the neighborhood, let them know that this listing is active. Do they have anybody who would be interested, or would they be interested in the listing? And just continuing to call everybody around the whole, not even the neighborhood, just continue to call people until the listing gets sold. Obviously, hosting open houses, running Facebook and Instagram ads. That's another thing a lot of agents don't do to get their listing sold. Also, doing property tours. A lot of agents are frightening to be on social media. I'm glad I broke out of that habit 12 months ago, guys. You can look at my videos. I've been posting tips. I've been posting property tours. Obviously, I'm extroverted now. I used to be super introverted before this social media stuff, so I do a lot of social media marketing. Obviously, flyers. I'm still good with flyers, and I still mail them out. But the overall is, you need to get as much exposure as possible. Agents need to treat this like you're selling a product. You need to get it out there as much as you can, not just sending it on the MLS and leaving it alone. You need to actually put in the work, which is something I specialize in. So sellers, if you're interested in having a consistent agent who's actually going to work for you professionally and actually going to promote your listing and get your house out there, no matter the cost, no matter if it's $1 million house or a $10,000 house, I'm going to treat every property the same. So if you're looking for that agent who's going to do that, be sure to contact me down in the description below, and let's see if we're a good fit, and let's see if we can get your property sold the second time around. Number 4, this is going back to what we were talking about at the beginning. Timing matters, guys. Timing matters it plays a big role. Even though I call people and I tell my sellers, I get them to listing appointments and tell them about the market, what it's doing now and what it would do in the future. But my overall goal is to get them to work with me and get them a home on the market, because you never know who's out there who may be interested in that property. But besides the fact, if we're not talking about that, timing matters, guys. I have listings, like I said, that are actually active right now in this slow particular market. But why people choose to list in this slow particular market is because people don't necessarily have to sell and just want to test the market. That's the only time you'll ever get listings in this slow market. If people with high demand or people who don't really have to make that choice right now, it's not too big of a deal with them. They just want to see what is out there. But guys, the best time to list the house, or the best time to list in a good market, is the beginning of the year, springtime, summertime, all around the autumn time. But it's a big risk around the autumn time, because you're risking on sitting on the market if you're not already listed around that spring and summertime where you already had that time. You should by far get the property sold before autumn even comes around. But it's not too much on next segment. Really the beginning of the year and literally the spring and summertime are the best times when there's a hot seller market or buyer market where people are actually doing something with real estate. So if I had to end your segment off, avoid slow markets like this. If you have urgency, you need to get the property sold, then that's when you want to list, and that's when you want to contact me to actually get the right eyes on the property. But overall, if you actually want to get something done quickly, that's the times I would have my sellers wait. Number 5, this one is very controversial. Are there any hidden issues on the property? As I do not advise too much to get a home inspection before you get listed, it may be a good idea for my sellers too, because recently this just happened. I had an investment listing that was supposed to go into contract. It went under contract. They got an inspection and found there was some foundation issues. And come to find out, they wanted to terminate because they didn't know it was foundation issues, and there's more money on the buyer side, which got them to terminate the under contract, and they wanted to back out of the offer. Guys, in situations like this, you need to be fully aware of what the property is. Absolutely, if you're a homeowner, obviously you probably would know the bare bones of your property, right? You know what's wrong with it, you know what's good, you know what's bad, and you want to let the agent know every single bit of that, so they can know that every single buyer that comes through, they're super aware of that. That way situations like that doesn't happen. Because us real estate agents, we need to make sure that we get the property sold, and we need to make sure that everyone is happy that, you know, that the deal wants to go through. Everybody needs to know what they're going to go through. And if there's any hidden issues and those inspections come back and come to find out that the buyer is not happy with all that, that's a lose-lose for everybody, because that's, especially this is just recently just happened, and we for sure thought we were good on closing. But the inspection came back and said we had so many bad foundation issues that they had to back out of the property. So take that lesson, guys. Take that lesson, sellers, and make sure the property is good, because you don't even know. You may have some hidden issues that you're probably not aware of. So I would advise getting a home inspection before you get listed, so that way you know everything of the property. That way you know you're good, and you can let the agent know that whatever's wrong with the property, let them be aware of that, so they can tell anybody, or you don't necessarily have to tell anybody that but they need to be fully aware of the property. That way situations like that doesn't happen. Number 6, this is kind of the same thing I talked about earlier on the video, your strategies. I talked about this early on. Like I said, are you priced right? Is your marketing good? Is this good? Is that good? You need to come up with a great plan with your agent. You can't just put it on the market and just let it fly without properly having those tough conversations on what if this property doesn't get sold? What would be the lowest you'll take if you don't get this offer? Okay, how we're going to start this bidding war? We're going to set it at this price. I know it's hard, but we're going to have to wait till people come through with offers, and we're going to try to negotiate them to go up and up and up. And if we set it at this price, like I said, what would be the lowest? And so they give us some wiggle room to go down to that small, the lowest offer that you will take. See, those plannings is what's going to give the seller more clarity. It's going to give you guys more clarity. It's going to get the agents more clarity. So if there's times ever come by, you know what the plan is and you know your game plan. You know the exact strategies you're going to do. You're not just putting it on the market and just say, forget about it. Hopefully we get this offer. And then come to find out you're getting consistent lowball offers and wondering why you're not getting the price you're looking for is because you didn't properly plan. You didn't properly look at the value on what the market is valuing at, the AMV. You're overly priced, you're underly priced, you may be losing out on $1,000 if you don't create an exact strategy or you don't create a predictable plan to get your property sold. You're literally left in the dark. And sellers, that is what I specialize in. Again, over and over, I specialize in creating my sellers a real strategy. I'm super authentic to my sellers. I don't tell them what they want to hear. I tell them what they need to hear. They need to hear so they can give them full clarity on getting their property sold for real. For the second time around, it don't even matter if it's the first time around. They need to know the facts to get the property sold. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on these top facts to get your property listing or anything to get sold the second time around. Let me know in the comments if you guys really enjoyed this video. Did you learn anything? Sellers, did you learn anything? Agents, did you learn anything? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate all the engagement, guys. Again, be sure to follow all my social medias, my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I post daily vlogs for you guys to look at on my personal life as a realtor. Like, literally no bullshit. I'm literally posting wins, failures. I want to be super relatable as possible, so be sure to follow all of my social medias for that. And sellers, again, like I said, if you're looking to relocate, buyers or sellers looking to relocate across Arkansas, looking to get your listing sold, looking to get your property sold, looking to buy in Arkansas and invest in Arkansas, I help all my clients. All my clients come to me whenever they're investing into Arkansas because, you know, there's a lot of cheap properties out here, guys, and I'm telling you, there's a lot of rental opportunities out here, and I can't wait till I get into the rental business and investing business. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to contact me down in the description below. I'll see you then, guys, in the next one. Let's get it.